Day 77. That's my lucky number. Now, starting now. It's my lucky number now, and things are gonna go great. Oh, yesterday sucked, but it's fine. It's a different day. I've recovered. I'm gonna process and figure out how to do this. Okay, so I still have the scepter. I was just thinking about something. Right. I don't want that. Yeah. It's time to be proactive. I had an idea since yesterday. I shouldn't have come out here. God, I just remembered that I had the sauna buff, didn't I? So on top of everything else, I ran out of days. I ran out of steps on a day where I fucking, I ran out of steps on a day where I had 20 more steps than normal. I started with so many steps. God, that sucks. Alright. Ow. So new strat. Not related to the watering can right now. Oh, God, stop. Jeez, alright. Wow. Sorry. Sometimes you just start talking for the day, and, all of your body betrays you in real time when you try to start speaking, apparently. So I realized a thing that I could have been doing more proactively and should now do, and it's a bit of a breakthrough for me, because I haven't really considered this previously in this specific context. But what if I don't draw an outer room, and I do my run, and I get dice? Because, like, we're talking about how, like, the outer room is getting less and less helpful. Kind of a bad example, because right now I could use the distillery to fix my current watering can situation. But my other objective is to get the Royal Scepter, Room 46, and the stone from the shrine. And so, at this point, it's like, okay, how do I make all those things happen in the same run? How do I get the shrine to spawn, when it keeps not spawning? And the answer, I think, is to just do a normal run where we go for room 46 and try to also place a throne room, and then I collect dice. And then I use the dice that I collected to go back outside and re-roll the outer room until it gives me the shrine, which lets me get the stone. And also, I don't want to get the stone until the end afterward anyway, because it curses you. And it makes it so that when you place certain rooms, bad things happen. So if I already finished my run, it can't hurt me. This is counterintuitive in that it always just... I fell into a rut of always doing the outer room first because it's kind of like affecting your seed. That gives you a buff or some kind of modifier that changes the whole run. And so losing that kind of sucks, obviously. I don't want really to lose that. But overall, it's like... This is probably the smartest way to handle my current objective, so I'm gonna not activate that right away. And instead, we're gonna... Hey, look, dice. What a good example. So I'm gonna try to draw dice. I'm going to try to open the antechamber and get into room 46 to get the crown. And I am going to try to place the throne somewhere. It's a pretty big priority that if I draw the throne at all, I want to place it immediately. And I just hope that it's not a horrible run-ending location. Unfortunately, this still depends on me being able to draw the throne, and that part sucks. I might as well do the conservatory. I redraw corners 4 times, but the corner can never be a throne. I have no items, so I can't open any of these things. The throne is a T-shaped room, so it should be impossible to spawn in a lot of locations. The corridor being common is good. The Kochek being fairly common is also good. It is standard. I can't believe I totally made it standard. And it still took that long to spawn last run. That's brutal. Like, that was just an incredibly rough day for RNG. And yeah, it's like, standard should be good enough overall. Especially when it's a dead end, so it should be spawning all over the place, and I think I even grabbed the dead end buff. That game was the day was just so mean to me. But at the end of the day, like a game that's RNG based can just completely screw you eventually. Still, it feels like it's overkill to make it commonplace because it's just not that useful most of the time, and it would be yet another commonplace dead end to clog up my layout when I'm trying to do stuff otherwise, and I might not have a use for it outside of this specific context, maybe even ever again, because it's helpful for storing certain items, but overall, it's like oftentimes a lot of the items I would want to store are easier to get than they are to store. And get back in many cases. Although if it was more common, maybe that'd be a more reasonable of a way to hold on to items long term. You know what? Maybe I should make it commonplace. Because yeah, if it's commonplace, the idea of it being hard to get the item back would be less of a thing. And I could then get away with storing more, like, even if I'm not doing these things, I could keep like a showroom item in it that's expensive or rarer. And then run around with that. That could be fun. The patio not being super common is decent, I think, because if you're going to spread gems, you want to have a bunch of... I think I might even make it unusual. It's not massively helpful, but it spreads gems, but if you want that to happen, you want it to spawn late in your run so that you can actually have gems to spread. I have a tendency to draw the patio before I even have enough green rooms to make it even worth it. Funny example, when half of my rooms are currently green rooms this time, but... Oof. I think I'm gonna go with chapel, because while I would like... Well, the closet tends to be good, it would kind of suck. I'm also like... I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like... Getting the... I feel like this is an example of a time where going up the left and right walls would be helpful, because... I want the throne room to try to spawn somewhere in these middle 3 columns because it has, it's a T-shaped room. So you have to worry about it being hard to get around. It can't spawn in certain spots because of one of its walls. It can't necessarily always spawn along the walls depending on how it tries to spawn. I think you always enter the throne room from the front, like facing the throne with the 2 doors facing your left and right. So if I go up this wall, then go to the right from here, then all of these should be valid spots for the throne room, hopefully. Whereas like when I'm going up the wall right now, it's not really a place I can spawn the throne room. Because the throne room needs to I need to be able to turn left and right from the position that I'm currently placing it at. Alright, that's already like 3 holes in a lockbox, so I would like to get those tools. Oh, the lockbox was behind me, right? Or, sorry, I just got the hammer, so I can go back to the lockbox on the way back and open that one in particular. Metal detector, sleeping mask, shovel, salt shaker. We like these. All of those nice things that make my step economy easy, and are the reason why I usually don't have to worry about stuff like last run happening. I'm sad. Passageway's a good layout opener, given that down south at the entrance hall things are not looking completely amazing. Now I can a bit more comfortably place some dead ends along these areas because the passageway has made things pretty safe. The closed exhibit is a bit of a weird one to place. If I place the closed exhibit here and then get a key card, it should be relatively easy to steal the crown, given this layout. You just do a little loop from the chapel. That has an appeal, and it's also not currently in my way. Especially since 2 of the doors are already open. Oh, lockpick. So right now it's just that one door that's not open, because I don't have a key card, right? Yeah. But I should be able to get around that without it becoming a problem. And if I come down here, I can place a room in here, which will, if it turns left, like this observatory, then I can access the back of the closed exhibit, then go grab a red crown, which means that I'll have a bit of an advantage in some ways. I don't want to increase dead ends. The sale, a bit late, but whatever. I don't want more dead ends because I don't want it to get in the way of me getting the throne room. Unfortunately, the throne room I don't think counts as any kind of category I can click on that would make it easier to do anything. Alright, so we just gotta run around through the passageway and back down there. No. Closed exhibit's just... Yeah, we go in the closed exhibit itself. Ta-da! Paper crown. If there's not a red room among the first 3 floor plans you draw while drafting, you may redraw floor plans. That's some good re-roll to get early in the run. That's good. My goal is to draw a throne room, so if I immediately have a built-in dice in a lot of my draws, that's pretty good. I said dice again. I can't. Honestly, the word dice is better than the word die. The fact that a single die. Die is a word that already means something else. It's just confusing. Now the question is, do I re-roll on principle? Actually, this is a good chance to re-roll in general, because it's all I'm getting is a right turn out of this. I'm not getting two... These are all 3-way passageways, but they're all being drawn in a way where one of the doors is blocked. So even for good layout, it's good to redraw. I got shit. I got jack shit. Okay. Well... bedroom, I guess. Since the hallway would be... its layout would be a bit wasted. Coat check. Attic. We want better layouts than this, but I'm also like, the more times I redraw, the higher chance that I'll get a throne room at some point, which would be nice. They really want to dead end me. Maybe, like, the fact that I have access to passageway and closed exhibit up there means I might be able to get around here anyway without the rerolls, but damn. Kind of brutal. Do-do-do. I guess let's just get some starting supplies, since I don't really have much right now. Toaster, who kind of got me into this game indirectly in that I saw him tweeting about it before I knew much about it, and he seemed excited about it. Funnily enough, like, he immediately stopped playing it. He didn't even roll credits for a while. So I completely lapped him. But he finally went back and reached room 46 and rolled credits and then called it a day for his series. He's done there. But, it was a good example of how non-linear the game could be and how different everyone's playthrough is that he took one look at my playthrough and was, like, baffled by the fact that I was getting Amazon packages, basically. Like, he's like, what the fuck is that? What's happening there? And it's because I have the mail room upgraded so that it delivers a package up front at the front door. And it's just like immediately you can be like, okay, I think I have a level of understanding of where I am, and I can check where somebody else is based on how their thumbnail is set up and so on. So there shouldn't be spoilers, right? And then it's immediately like, what's happening? Okay, I am just down to these 2 doors because the closed exhibit isn't accessible yet. But that shouldn't be that big of a deal. I hope. The weight room. Oof. Do I believe in my ability to get some food? Alright, bottom door's open. It would suck if I blew it. If I get low on steps, I should keep an eye out around my surroundings just to make sure that I don't accidentally die in the wrong room. But there's a chance where me getting the free reroll whenever there's not a red room increases my chance of getting the kitchen. Good example. And I've opened all 3 doors. Salad is for green rooms. Okay, the bananas are... Yes, we have salt and the sale, so these bananas cost nothing and give 4 steps each. Ha! I'm back to having more steps than I had a second ago. The weight room has been immediately completely invalidated. I also have 3 green rooms already, so I guess I'll just grab the chef salad for 16 steps. It could be better, but also I don't have to come back for it now. So I'm at 75 steps. the weight room is powerless against me. Security obviously has a value in the long term, although I have already circumnavigated the closed exhibit, so it's not going to cause me any problems. It's a good layout. Should I take it? This is so many split paths. That's pretty nice, actually. I might keep security, as tempted as I am to do the free crown reroll as many times as possible to get the highest chance of getting my actual goal. Low security. Unlocked. What would be great is if, security menu, log into message. What would be great is if the game kept a tally of how many security doors there are so far, and that affected the overall chance of spawning more consistently, and if that impact was affected by the closed exhibit. It'd be incredible if spawning the closed exhibit made the game go like, well, there's already too many security doors, better stop spawning them. And it was like, ha ha ha, it's all in a controlled environment that I knew was going to happen, so it's not a problem for me. What kind of experiment do we want? Add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. I don't think that's going to help me with my current goals. Trash while digging, 2 gems drafting a room. 2 gems drafting a room. A small chest? Or lockpicking skills? Let's do lockpicking skills because I literally have a lockpick on me right now. So it can pay off immediately, whereas the chests in the hallway, those can get good, but I do have to return to the hallway, the front door. Get that free redraw. Not all that helpful, and none of these let me turn, so I guess we'll do the utility closet so I can immediately take care of security. Gymnasium off, not dark room. It bothers me you can't do anything, as far as I can tell, to fix the darkroom in advance. Alright, well, let's change the keycard system immediately to high. Okay. Yeah, like, not only can you not, like, jiggle the thing back and forth to preemptively fix the dark room, you can't even, like, feed boiler room power into the dark room constantly in order to, like, offset it or anything. This is brutal. So it's kind of hard to go down here. Just the layout's worked out that way, where it just does not want me to turn right. We'll see if I can change that here. The pantry with a hallway. That's a good layout. I think I'm gonna have to go for the aquarium just for the layout. The compass. I'm just slightly fighting to get now, when I'm about to try to go south 4 times. The veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Oh, I can't afford it. Man, I do not run out of gems very often. But it's happening right now. I don't think Secret Passage can help me today. My main goal is to draw the throne room and exit in general. I think for the goal of filling in the layout as best as I can, I think I'd want to do Secret Passage, then draw a green room. Because then it'll give me another courtyard, which will give me gems. Yep, there's the courtyard. Special cost bypass. Doesn't normally cost gems, while also being a source of gems. Well, here's a lot more gems, buddy. And here's the kicker. If my plan works today, and I successfully get all 3 relics into the throne room, I will also have a shrine. No. I was like, I'll have the shrine, guys. And I'm like thinking like, oh, with the power of having the shrine, I can then get the monk's blessing. I don't think you can be cursed and get a blessing. So that's the issue. But if I do successfully get all the relic and shit going, and then I RNG a shrine using the dice that I have, then I'll come back over here and I'll see if I can get a blessing. If it lets me get a blessing too, then I'll get the blessing of the monk and come over here and rest in the secret passage and then see if that does what we hope it does. It seems like it's gonna do stuff. The attic. Alright, I actually managed to get all the way down here. Means that I am once again full of items. And this room, I like this room because it often gives me a treasure map and a garden key. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there's a garden key. Yep. No treasure map. Yep. RNG. But we have a garden key, and the garden key will spread food around to help the run be even easier. And it's also just a useful outer wall room to place as far as like creating another split point where you can freely expand your layout. So I just like the secret garden in general. It's already a really good room to place on its own, even before you then realize that it gives you... Oh, the drawing room. Even before you realize that it gives you a bunch of free food, which I kept not noticing about it and still loved it before I realized that. It just has so many other purposes. Also, one of our goals is to get to the room 46, and the secret garden key means that I can flip 2 of the levers, and I already flipped the bottom lever a second ago. See, here's the secret lever. This is useless to me because I'm about to have every lever pulled. Because this gives me the left and right levers. The weight room gave me the bottom lever. So all 3 levels, rooms in the antechamber are open. And if I succeed at drawing the throne room, then I'll open the back door to it without even having to go underground. In fact, if this plan works at all, I should not have to go underground. Going underground this run is basically admitting defeat, because that means I probably didn't draw the throne room, which means the whole plan is a bust anyway. I'm just really hoping the throne room works out, because there's nothing I can do about that, I don't think. I don't think there's any trick to summoning the throne room. It's just kind of rare. I kind of wish I'd made it more common just to be more reasonable for this plot stuff. I wonder how this game would play if every room was equally rare. And it was genuinely just a deck of cards that you played like a normal deck of cards. It's just luck of the draw, pure equal RNG, and not this weighted RNG where they have different levels of rarity. I wonder how one even enforces... Could you even do weighted RNG with a deck of cards? Okay, we're on rank 8 now. So on top of trying to draw the throne room in general, this is a good place to draw blue rooms I haven't drawn yet, but I've already done those ones. But at the moment, this is just not my priority for this specific run. So I've already done the office, right? Yes, and the closet. This will give me 2 dice, though. So yeah, I might skip on some opportunities to get blue rooms on this tier, this particular run, unless they happen to just show up on their own. Because I need to keep the dice in my inventory until on the off chance that I might get the chance to. I think I gotta draw this den just to make sure I get access to these rooms. No, I need to access any antechamber room, and then I have access to the rest of them. So it's not that dependent. As I get more desperate, I might use the dice to get the throne room. But I need to keep at least some of them to try to get the shrine, which is itself, you know, it's all random, so who knows. I could get the shrine on my first try. That's the frustration of all this. I could get the shrine on my first try with no dice, having prepared dice for the purposes of making sure I get the shrine. The dice are useful for trying to guarantee getting the shrine, but not only could they technically still fail, even with a few of them on hand, and with how small the draw pool is for the outside room, like there's just so few options. It should be doable and not that hard. Let's see. So right now, if I get up here, no, I need the throne room still. Damn it. Throne room or to go back outside. If I got into the antechamber and had the blue crown, then I could make my RNG even better by being able to re-roll every time a red room happens when I remove the red room from my inventory. Oof. So not great. I don't really want any of these rooms though. Oof. I might cut off this part of the map and get the solarium. Yeah, it'll make the throne room more common. That's the call to make, I think. It distinctly... I don't know if the throne room is currently unusual or rare. I might have made it more common than it used to be when it was. I think it was originally rare and I might have made it uncommon in order to give myself a bit of better chance of drawing it, because I'm like, I think I registered that it was a plot room, but also knew that it was like not helpful and it's expensive. This reminds me that I need to keep a bunch of gems on hand too, because I think it costs 5 gems to even summon that room. Ha! Immediate payoff to the thing I said. We have the throne room, 1 room away from where they'll get the crown. Fuck yeah. I like it when I win instead of not winning. And if this is the same episode as the sad watering can incident, then this is quite the turnaround of fortune for an episode. Ooh, you can still see it moving. I feel like the scepter doesn't do anything. Blueprints are more common today. Oh, when you first find the royal scepter, choose a color. Blueprints are more common today. I think it's to say that day. I'm still holding it, and I don't think it's doing anything anymore. I don't see any weird RNG change, but when I originally had it, it was only blue rooms. It was fucked up. I'm like, how do I play the game anymore? Oh god, this run's functionally cursed. 8 realms in 8 months. Okay, so now we're good. I have the blue scepter, I have a blue crown, and a red crown. So the third thing is supposed to be the stone, which I believe is in the shrine. But I do want to finish this run, I believe. Because just general gameplay in this, basically. If I try to wrap this up now, I have a lot of steps, so I'm good. I haven't even drawn the dinner room yet. If I... Do I want all those keys? I'm doing fine on keys. And this opens my layout up. If I go get the stone now, I will get cursed. And the curse, I believe, if I remember correctly, gives you a negative effect on every single, or at least a lot of the times that you draft. I think it's all drafting consequences. You draft a room, and then it's like, nope. You draft that color room, here's the negative. And it just keeps cycling through all the different bad things it can hit you with. For every, room you draft. Another die. Little rough not letting me use any of these die, but these dice, wow, I said these die now. Now I'm really in my own head about the stupid word. I don't like this word. Hot take. Stupid word. Why did I use a silver, why did I use a silver key? I don't need a den. The vestibule's fine for a layout, but I would like a blue room. I did place the rotunda on the 8th floor again. Is this a reasonable time to get stingy again and see if I can draw a particular blue Mechanarium? Ooh. How many gear rooms do I have? There's 2 here. I'll at least be able to go forward in that way, I think. Yeah. Mechanarium should be good for my layout, and it's a room I haven't drawn yet. I hope the note isn't hiding in one of the secret rooms. Okay, it's right here. On the coat of arms, the first number is 1 numeral. The rest are each 2 numerals. Ooh. They spell it out for you. Okay. Good to know. Mechanarium note. So we already solved that, because they're referring to... Did that save correctly? Yes. They're referring to me turning that coat of arms into the family core, in order to get that vault opened and everything. But yeah, they actually tell you. They do tell you how to break it down if you didn't figure it out yourself. So this very much is the part of the game where they try to get you to open that particular vault via a series of these blue clues. Wow, this is a disorienting room. Which way is forward? There we go. So this is this optional room. Is this one a vault door? It is. Redundant vault door. So here is the last blue slot where I tried out something. Oh, right. Cross out Mechanarium. So Dovecote is the only new room, the additional rooms that I haven't gotten yet on the blue floor. Otherwise, it's Chamber of Mirrors, Drafting Room, Drawing Room, Foundation, Freezer, Gallery, Garage, Locker Room, Nook, Rotunda. Security still? Wow. I kind of hope that I get, since I made rare rooms more common, I wonder if I can get lucky and draw the foundation up here. You can get the garage? I still haven't gotten that, right? Yeah. Okay, so we learned. You can get the garage all the way on a rank 8. I was tempted to cross it out, because I was wondering if you can even draw it this high. Right, let's get the 3 keys so don't beep at me. And this is a shortcut back outside. If I remember. I use it so infrequently as a shortcut outside that I'm pretty sure that I've forgotten it on runs where it would have been helpful. But there, I do know there's been some runs where I think about it, but the power is still out or something. And I'm like, God damn it. Looking for a blue note. Where is it hiding? Don't know where to look for it. Is it on the car? I should put the garage door back down in case it's hiding there. I can't. You can't put it back down. I was like, what if it was on... Okay, we can see from here. That's good. Rooms that have parts that you can unlock make me nervous, because I'm like, what if they hid the note there? You have all these little shelves. You gotta check both sides of every little shelf. Don't let the fear set in. Don't let it. Can't look down in there. Not really. Where is your note? Please. After the first minute of searching, I start to feel desperate, where I'm like, okay, seriously, guys. Where's your note? Please. I'm doing a show. Can you just show me the piece of paper? Where'd you put it? And then you start analyzing, like, am I falling into a rut on where I search? How do I break my patterns and search new places instead of the same ones over and over again? And is it in the locked part? I think that a previous note was on the back of the utility closet panel, which meant you had to have already solved the utility closet puzzle, which would have made it very confusing how to get the note. Granted, I don't remember. What did that do? I think the utility closet panel gave me... It gave me Blackbridge Grotto, right? Which gave me Throne Room eventually when I got all 3 thingies. I'm just trying to think of, like, is there a through line? Like, for all I know, maybe you needed that... Maybe you needed to have already done that panel in order to even get access to blue notes. But I don't think so, because you get blue notes from getting blue tents, you get blue tents from reaching room 46. And then saving up money once, which you could have done really early in the playthrough. In fact, I wish I had, because then I could have been... Imagine, like... The idea that I could have been layering in... I just happened to... Okay, well, not immediately. You have to get 8 trophies, so it is a bit of an ask. But yeah, the idea that if I prioritized that a bit more earlier in the playthrough, I could have been getting the blue notes much earlier and not been having to spend dedicated runs on them would have been nice. I don't see this thing. Like, anywhere. I feel like I'm losing my mind. What do you want from me? Can I see inside the cars? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get the car keys, because it might be hidden in another place. Where am I? I'm all the way up here. Okay. Frustrating. But I have a lot of other items, so it's not that unreasonable to get the car keys at this point. Probably. Oh my god, so many chances for big layout. So don't have to worry about my gems. Oh, I'm out of gems too. Don't have to worry about gems so much right now. Well, I am gonna want more gems. Let's put the coat check down in case I want it later. Planetarium can be okay for gems, but then the passageway is gonna have to be responsible for me turning left over there, which is a little awkward. But it is some gems. Because I'm hoping to draw... Hello. There's the prism key. Oh. What do I want to do with you? Getting the prism key is also good because it increases the chance... Because I've already used the secret garden key. So this all increases the chance that if I draw the locksmith, I should be able to hopefully get the car keys. Ooh. That's rough. I guess I'll do the storeroom. I was about to re-roll and I looked over, I'm like, oh, I didn't get any keys, or any gems from that. The digging and the lockbox, both of them did not give me an actual gem. Rude. Should I get the dining room soon, too. Like, I still haven't drawn the dining room. But the fact that I borked up the rarity of things might get in my way a bit. But hopefully my return trip through the building in order to re-roll the outer room in order to get the shrine will hopefully give me the opportunity to get a bunch of discarded food as I go. Oh, the Dovecoat's so close to rank 8 too. Nurse's Station does nothing for me here. I don't think I'm planning on using the workshop. Probably want to just do the free redraw here. Nope. Could have given me a chance of giving me another, any of the other good things. Let's head back this way, because if I go from this side, then I get the red crown redraw, and I get this room's free redraw. Okay, so... Ballroom helps me always have 2 gems, but then I risk spending a lot of steps getting the gems if it's not connected. So I don't love that, but I'm trying to draw the locksmith and the kitchen, the other thing. Dining room, there it is. Yeah, I think I'll take the dining room. Just to really ensure that when I run up and down this whole layout, I don't get in trouble. Because at this point I might as well have, like, infinite steps. I should not be particularly in trouble here. That is, in fact, the good shit. Okay. So now back to trying to draw the locksmith so I can get the car keys, so I can get the goddamn... Ooh! Apple. So I can try to get what I need. Banana. See, that's... God, the secret garden's so good. Chamber of Mirrors would be a murder item that would kill me. And the casino is not particularly helpful either, so we'll do the free redraw from the... See, there we go. Oh, having the blue and red crown are great. I get a redraw every single time. Because I get to draw again if there's no red room, but if there is a red room, I get to remove it from today's pool and then redraw from the other crown. That's fantastic. These are not amazing. Pretty much being forced to give up on the room past the dining room at this point. Yeah, there's no way to turn right unless I use one of my die. I have 8 dice, though. There's no way I need 8 dice, right? These are awkward shaped rooms still. I'm not risking the lost and found where I might lose one of my most important items. I don't even need the observatory, but whatever. I rolled the dice on pride. There's just... I should not need that many dice for the outer room. It's not that big of an ask. Alright, that's a lot more gems. I'm good on gems now! It's easy to be caught off guard by running out of gems or running out of steps and stuff, because there's so many systems now that just flood me with those resources. Like, I could do this and get so many keys. 1, 2, 3, 4 keys, I think. Not that many, but... What do I do with keys now? I have 9 keys. It's not there's no way to spend 9 keys. I even took out the key sink that's downstairs where you spam all your keys. I don't need $4. And I already activated the lab, so redraw. They really want to give me the ballroom. Okay, music room. That's a chance of giving me the car keys. There they are. So do I go back now? The throne room's on the way there, so I'll get it on my throne room trip later on. Yeah. For now, I'm on my way out of the building. But I do have the car keys now, so that's good. $1. Classic American, thinking of all currencies as dollars. There, I did the comment section for you. How dare I contradict the definition of ambiguous gold coin of non-denominational sort. Cloister's fine, I guess. I got the key I wanted. I need to think. What other goals do I have this run? I'm going outside to try to get the stone. I have a prism key. I have the car keys to get the note later. I'm not particularly on any other mission. I have the 2 blues, so I'm gonna get the stone later. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get the watering can again, I guess. Which I spent a lot of green rooms, so you'd think I would have gotten it by now, honestly. It's just luck, though. But, yeah, so let's use the prism key going out from here, because I might get the chance to spawn the, greenhouse, which often has the watering can in it. And then I can store that in the coat check and have better access to it again. Which I think I just made the coat check the most common type of room again. Not again, but finally. Nah. So I might have slipped. Damn it. I don't think the walk-in closet has ever had a watering can in it. It seems to only have, like, fanciful items in it. It has, like, a purse and a rabbit's foot and coins and gems and the telescope and a coupon book. It seems gendered in a way. You never have a shovel in that room. And I think you've never have a watering can. So the walk-in closet should be useless to me. I think I'll do my redraw. I was tempted to use the pantry because the pantry goes up, and then if this door happens to be unlocked, I'm so annoyed that I accidentally pressed E on reflex and lockpicked the door successfully and didn't use the prism key. Damn it. That does make it basically impossible for me to draw the greenhouse in any intentional sort of way. Maybe I'll get it right now via randomness. No. Showroom could be good just to give me something else to put in the code check. I guess. Or I could just hit RNG and see if I draw it anyway. I don't think it'll be in the kennel, which should be useless to me now too, because there's no more locks to pick. No. We wanted to believe. Just one more. Just one more. Just one little more. No. Oh, the study, just in time for it to be so useful. Well, I can redraw my floor plans. Great. Bleh. To be honest, what I should have done is I should have just gone down south and drawn out, see how many dice it takes to get the shrine, then come back up here and use the rest of my dice on this last room to then really get a chance of getting something good. I don't need keys. Don't really need anything. Trophy room is just a pointless spike. Nothing here is useful. I guess I'll just do the locksmith on the off chance that it gives me another vault key. If there's any more vault keys left in the game, then I can store that. Otherwise, I don't even know what it'll give me as a special key. Another silver key or something? Did I spend my other one? It's another silver key. Cool. Some more keys for no reason. Okay. Good to know. Alright. So, this layout is done. Some parts of it could have gone better than other. I'm so annoyed. I ruined my own plan. Why did I hit E? It was subconscious. It was an automatic response to hit E. I can't believe I did that. I'm so annoyed. Banana. Keeping an eye out for free food. Okay, so now we go out here, and I don't make any weird misclicks, please. And I'm going to use every die that I have, if I need to, till I draw the shrine. I was bracing for it to be on the first screen. Yep, now these are what I want. Redraw. I have the free redraw shrine. I got it without any dice. God damn it. Could have used those dice earlier. It's fine. It's fine. We've got the shrine. Royal scepter, crown of blueprints. This better be the stone. They literally showed me a picture. They showed me a picture of this chest. It also has 3 segments, but I don't know if I can really denote that as being like crown and scepter. I don't know what those segments are. You have a bad feeling about this? Yes, I want to do it. Let's do it. The cursed effigy. I'm cursed now. Foolishly picked up the thing. Every time you draft these things, you lose something. Joke's on you, I already won. Let's see. Am I gonna be cursed next run too? I think it was just to the current run last time. Can I? No, please, 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 please. It's fine. I can work on getting the still water again. And using this dice method, I can now make sure that next run I get the distillery, and then the next run I get the shrine, and then the next run we have an outdoor oof. Let me check my footage real quick. Okay, that's what I thought. I think we're good though, cause garage. I hope 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 11 steps. Oh, I should not have gone through this door. I gotta go up here to the garage. Okay, so based on the story, it makes sense that we lose steps. I really wish I had shoes right now, please. Based on the story, it makes sense that my steps went down, but I did not realize my steps went down, and I don't think that any of the things that it says say you lose steps. I didn't lose things... Hang on a minute, let me look at the recording again. Did I lose things... when I picked it up? I had 11 keys and 7... No, I had 14 keys and 6 gems. Okay, that'll stay the same. Yeah, I think I just lost steps. I went from 78 steps to like 12. Woof. I did not remember that happening last time. Oh, that scared me. I could have so easily started walking into the house before I realized that my steps were down by so much. I had so many steps 1 second ago. I think we're good though. Just long enough to get to the throne room. I'm gonna lose the royal scepter possibly. But I should be able to get there anyway. Okay, so wow, it's so lucky I have the garage near the throne room. Otherwise, this run could have been doomed anyway, unless I had like had the foresight to leave all of the food lying around. Hello, treasure chest. I'm not getting you. I'm not going down there. I'm not risking that. Is the note inside the car? Because I still haven't found the... Yep. Nope, there it is. The license plate on this car is an acronym. Garage note. Let me cross out garage. There's a lot of red on this page. I've crossed out a lot of these rooms. I've done a good job. The license plate on this car is an acronym. The license plate on this car is Swan Song. What does it stand for? Doesn't an acronym have to stand for something like the initials do? I know that it looks like the password Swan Song, which is a recurring thing, but what is the SWNSNG? Is that a title? A sentence? What is Swan Song abbreviating? Let's see, so I can get there by going 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm good on steps. Please let this be the combination of items that I need, because otherwise I'm just gonna have to make a break for a blue room, which I guess is pretty easy, given the antechamber, just to keep the scepter. Oh, that's a good sign.
Steady is the scepter.
Oh, that's that little place downstairs.
Is the stone. Heavy is the crown. steady is the throne.
Throne of the Blueprints. Oh. I thought they were about to roll credits again. Like this was the second time. Damn. Throne of the Blueprints. The next time you draft 4 blueprints in a row. I didn't read it. Fuck. I was distracted by what was going on. Oh, that's cool. It's blue now. Okay. So they really leaned in on... They've really made it clear now that we are the heir to the throne. Wild. Oh, Marajai puzzle. Hi. Oh god, that door's closed now. What if I went this way, it's in some way, and then got locked out? But no, I would have been there, right. It's locked from this perspective. Where's the code check? Just behind me? So I can... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, I'll die in the code check if I go back there. Of course. I can maybe still keep the Royal Scepter, but I maybe don't need to have a reason to anymore. Its effect doesn't do anything anymore, I don't think. The Mount Holly variation, my grandmother's own design. When you press a blue tile, it copies the ability of the middle tile. We even got to see our mother stealing the crown. Like, they actually showed a bunch of the stuff. They showed the mining operation underneath was looking for the cursed effigy, which seemingly was also part of their plan all along. Because they unearthed those ruins down there. We saw it through the window when we got above the gear room of the Mechanarium, that, like, lost castle. So, my goal is to make it blue, because the outside things are the kingdom, and this is, the Mount Holly thing is blue. Blue tiles copy the middle tile. We don't... Isn't that bad, though? We don't want to copy the middle tile. They're already blue, and our goal is for them to be blue, so that seems unhelpful. So black rotates the row. I think purple just goes down, so I can go down here and you'll go that way. There we go. Get that out of the middle. You can rotate this out of the way a bit. Now I think I want to switch you back. Not... Okay, that's helpful for now. Then leave purple up there because it's dead to me now, probably. Ooh. I thought blue was going to copy the middle tile. Well, it's a good thing I didn't do it, or that would have ruined the whole run. Whew, an allowance token. These are so irrelevant at this point, but sure. I'll still solve them. When you press a blue tile, it copies the ability of the middle. The ability of the middle tile. Oh, I was able to solve it just fine without using an ability. Okay, I get it. I thought it would turn into it. Right, I kind of misread that. So if there's a green in the middle, the blue tiles all turn into little frogs and hop everywhere, basically. I get it. I get it. I just did it. I thought I did it wrong, but also it was completely solvable without that effect, which just makes it kind of goofy as a puzzle, but whatever. All right, I am the Blueprints. Can I look at the... Oh yeah, Throne of the Blueprints. Next time you draft 8 blueprints in a row, permanently unlock all blue sealed doors. Oh. Oh. Is there any way to get another step? God, I really fucked up by walking into the courtyard for 1 second. Damn it. Damn it. Cause yeah, I want to store the Royal Scepter. If I store the Royal Scepter, then I can bring it out next run, set it to blueprints mode, draw 8 blueprints in a row, and then it's easy. The next time you draft 8 blueprints in a row, permanently unlock all blue sealed doors. That'll give me access to the tunnel. That's the next door. So we finally... So yeah, the tunnel went blasted through all of our previous doors, then we finally hit the one we hadn't seen yet, and now we're finally know how to open that one. It says the next time, and it's got a blue drafting icon instead of the other ones. I wonder if it counts even if you don't have the throne right now in your run. I don't know. Huh. I assume it's been permanently upgraded to the Throne of the Blueprints and I don't have to draw the regular one anymore. But I don't know if I have to do it in the same run or if I just have to do it in general. Also, can you get the blue scepter from this room maybe? Will the scepter be in this room now instead of the whole previous messy process? Because right now, let's see. I'm pretty sure I drew the Secret Garden before I drew the antechamber. So it's not, or before I drew room 46, so it's not going to have food in it. Three, 2, 1. Yeah, it's not gonna let me interact with it. There's the code check again. I'm gonna die right in the code check again, but I guess at least I will still have the Royal Scepter. I just won't be able to trigger it, because I don't think you can trigger it unless you pick it up from scratch. And I'm like, maybe picking it from the code check counts? Maybe if I store it in the code check, then take it back out, maybe I can then set it to blueprints mode. Either way, big breakthrough. Good, good, good. Man, that was such a blind spot for me. I'm happy that I realized that you can just use the dice outside instead of picking the shrine. It's up there with, like, when I realized that you don't have to pick every constellation, you can, like, wait and not pick the ones you don't like and stuff. Instead of going on autopilot and popping them like bubble wrap. It's like, oh god, I got used to the idea of the outer room being your seed set for the run in your roguelike. What's your special buff this time? Whoa! That I, like, kind of was not questioning the idea of, like, not picking it or picking it later. So now that's opened up for me. I think that's intentional too. I feel like you're meant to fall into picking the outer room first, because it just seems like how the rooms are optimized, and the thing you can, and specifically outside the mansion before you start your run. So I think you're meant to kind of settle into that pattern and then realize that you should break it, because that's how you get control back. If this much RNG is going to be, if my runs are going to be based so much on whether or not I get the right outer room, and the outer room's effect is for the run is less important than me getting the outer room's specific characteristics or the other things that are in the room, in this case, the cursed box or the distillery, then yeah, stocking up on dice before you, and then going back outside makes a lot of sense. That was such a mean trick that they made my steps disappear. Whew. Okay. Next time.